Welcome back to Key Chang Connections. I'm Deb Chang. This is my husband, Dr. Paul Chang, and we're here today to talk about Know Your Numbers. If you remember from the last video, we've invited you to a 90-day challenge. Our goal is to help you live healthier after halftime. Today, we're going to talk about one of the topics regarding numbers, and that's weight. So I'll turn it over to my partner in crime, Dr. Paul.
Thank you, Deb. So, in order to know your weight, you have to get a scale. And once you get a scale, please do not weigh yourself every day because our weight fluctuates every day from salt and water retention depending on what we eat. So, it will be advisable that you all use our tracking sheet on the website and then you write down your weight once a week only, because then we will know how your progress is as we dive into this 90-day program.
My scale also tracks something called BMI as well as my weight. Is that important?
So the BMI, basal metabolic rate, is what the insurance and the federal government tracks on all your private insurance tracks about where you are with your health, and they call that quality data. Now, it doesn't give you any better health by using the BMI, but to give you an idea what it is, BMI of 20 to 25 is perfect, ideal. You don't need to lose any weight. You should just maintain your weight. You're a healthy person. If your BMI is between 25 to 30, there is a warning because now you fall into pre-obesity section, and you don't want to continue to go any higher, of course. So you should start thinking about, changing your diet and do some exercise, and we'll bring it back down to BMI 25. You're good to go. If your BMI is 30 to 35 or 40, that means that you are now officially in America called obese. So if you hear that on TV, CNN, Fox, 50% of the people here are all obese, they use the BMI to measure that. If you are greater than 40, then they call that super obese. But with that designation on your insurance, that means that you're now qualified for certain treatment like shots or surgery, obesity surgery, things like that.
Can you help me decide what my goal weight should be and how much I could potentially lose in this 90-day challenge?
So absolutely. I think that as we start this program, everybody should have to make a goal about what their weight should be by the end of 90 days. That does not mean that you're going to exactly lose that much. You might be more or you might be under. Everybody is different. So my suggestion is that everybody should try to lose about 10% of your current weight for the next 90 days. Now you might think, oh my gosh, I could reach that in the first week. No. 10% of your current weight is important because medically it decreases your blood pressure, it decreases your cholesterol. It may never get to normal, but it will help and it will make you feel better. It'll make you feel more energetic, and then you will feel like doing more activity, which is a really good thing for this program.
I wish, I'm 67, I wish I could weigh what I weighed when I was 18. Do you think I could lose that much weight?
That will take a long time. And my patients, when I sometimes ask them, what's the weight that you really want if we're going to start this weight loss thing, and they will say, they give me a number, and I look at what they weigh now versus what they want, and I go, when's the last time you weighed that? And they say, when I was 18 or when I started college, and those are not realistic. Okay, so there's a reason why I give you 10% for the first 90 days to start, because it's a realistic goal. And I want you to understand that in order to be successful, you're going to have your weight come down very, very slowly. And you have to forgive yourself for what you did in the past that caused your weight to go up. You have to give yourself a lot of grace, and you have to understand that this program is not a short-term fix, okay? You hear about all these gummies out there, and you could buy testosterone extracts, thyroid extracts, growth hormone extracts or powder, and it'll make you all lose weight and build muscles. Those are all quick fixes. It has lots of side effects. It's not even safe for you. But in order to do it safely, and I recommend that not only are you doing it safely, our program is not a quick fix. We're going to teach you to have good routines so that after the 90 days, you can continue, and it's a long-term solution to get you healthier. And so that's all I want to talk about, but I just want to warn you that social media is full of that quick fix stuff, and try to turn them off.
So long-term solutions and changing our habits is really what it's all about.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we need to do a couple things. If you haven't already got a scale, you need to get one. And Dr. Paul says don't weigh yourself every day, because you might get discouraged if you don't lose a pound or two. Weigh yourself once a week. And on our website, keychainconnections.com, there will be a tracker, and the tracker will track your weight as well as some of the other numbers we're going to talk about next week. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you'll check out our website, and if you have a question, there is a box at the bottom of the first page where you can ask us a question, and we will do our best to get back with you within 24 to 48 hours. So please feel free to use that. And as always, we'd love to have you subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our website so you'll never miss a new episode with us. Thanks again for watching today. Have a great week.
So before we close, I want to ask Deb a question. And that's very important because we're talking about this scale and healthful eating that we'll dig into the next few weeks. I want you all to understand that program would teach you how to be more persistent, follow a good routine that we want to show you, and give yourself a lot of grace if you don't do well this week. There is another week to start. You are not on a diet, healthy exercise plan. That plan means there's an end date. That's what the problem is out there. We are going to give you one that will give you a permanent lifestyle change that will work for you forever. With that,
So I can still have ice cream?
of course, but you see, that's where everybody worries, well, then I might as well throw away all the food I like. So I'll let Deb discuss her favorite food, ice cream.
My favorite food is ice cream. And I'm currently on a 21-day fast with my church to give up sweets because I ate way too many of them, as probably some of you did over the holidays. What I learned from Dr. Paul is you don't have to give up all of your favorites. You just might have to give up a little bit on the frequency and maybe the size of your portion. Maybe instead of having it every night while you're watching television, you can have it once a week. And instead of having a huge bowl, perhaps you say, I'm going to have 2 small scoops of ice cream. And if you like me, you like Dairy Queen, you might have to go from a normal size Blizzard down to a mini. And it tastes just as good. Take your time and enjoy every bite. And we want to thank you again for watching.